will you proof my bulletin for this week?
Sure, what we got here? Hopefully there's not as many mistakes as there are usually, but anyway, here we go. Okay, first off, Jim Russell, Rick Howe, Rick Faulkner starting a trio. That should be pretty good. Miss Leanne Blakey's collecting stuff for the Toys for Deacons program. Oh, and I see here that we're going to take up another, oh, that's a mistake. An offering for Lottie Moon's what you got here, but it's Annie Armstrong.
No, it's Lottie Moon.
No, I distinctly remember Brother Jeff saying it's Annie Armstrong.
Remember, honey, Brother Jeff gets Annie Armstrong and Lottie Moon confused.
Okay.
Lottie Moon's Christmas, Annie Armstrong's Easter.
Okay.
Lottie Moon's Christmas, Annie Armstrong's Easter.
Okay. Hadn't that woman, isn't she getting enough to get on her feet?
Myron, that's the oldest joke in the missionary joke book. And I don't really think that's very funny.
I'm just teasing, but seriously, is the Lottie Moon Christmas offering worth all the fuss you women make every year? Year after year after year?
You're serious, aren't you? You honestly don't know the importance of the Lottie Moon Christmas offering?
Well, I guess not. Why don't you tell me? I think you're going to anyway, aren't you?
Well, for starters, almost half of the money needed for the work of foreign missions around the world comes from the Lottie Moon Christmas offering.
You mean we don't give enough through our cooperative program to do all the things that the missionaries do in the world?
Well, the cooperative program is very important and very special, but when you realize that Southern Baptists have approximately 6,000 missionaries serving in this country and in 100 other countries around the world, this special offering is needed to carry on the effective work.
Pretty impressive figures. Tell me more.
You really don't have time for me to tell you all. I'd like to. But the projected allocations for this year's offering include mass communications, literacy programs, student work, missionary homes, seminary operating expenses, scholarships, clinics, and your favorite, agriculture.
Stop. I'm beginning to get the picture. You're telling me that if it wasn't for the Lottie Moon Christmas offering, they would only be able to do about half of the things that they do throughout the world?
That's it. You know, Byron, when you stop and think about God's greatest gift, that ought to cause us to give what we should through the cooperative program and the Lottie Moon Christmas offering. You know, Lottie Moon gave her all while she was helping the people of China. She even gave food that out of her own mouth, and she died of malnutrition. We ought to give sacrificially to the offering in her name.
Is that really what happened to her? Well, listen, I've got to go right now, but when I go to church this next Sunday, I'm going to get an envelope, and I'd like to give my offering. When can I start doing this?
Well, Sunday. There will be envelopes there at the front of the church, and you can start giving your Lottie Moon Christmas offering beginning this Sunday.
And Annie Armstrong at Easter. Wow.
And Annie Armstrong at Easter.
Well, I don't see any other mistakes in the bulletin, so there you go.
Well, I'll make those corrections.
Okay.